Hello, everybody, and welcome to the top of the hour. Hi, I'm Robin, and Yakuza, and we're playing more Yakuza Kiwami 2, doing some Cabaret Club, and some sub-story cleanup. So, hi, Lindsay. Hi, Cool Guy. Hi, Neckerbob. Hi, Crow. Regrettably, Lindsay is almost out of ice cream. So, that's a problem. So, if anyone could just ship her some ice cream immediately. Just put it in an envelope and throw it as hard as you can in her general direction. No one is going to give you an address. You need to just, like, no. Give me. Okay, so we've got 4 dialogues going. I have a fun game dev tale to share. Ooh. I'm going to get started with a cutscene, but please, share. So, the only club left in the Grand Prix is Kirata's son's own, the Sunshine. Right. But with Buono gone, can the Grand Prix even keep going? He was the only host. Don't worry. The committee has been reformed with new people who play by the rules, and they brought on a new host. That quickly?
Hey!
Yep. Perfect timing. He's coming in now.
Kiryu-chan.
Yo! Kiryu-chan! How do I look? Pretty nice threads, yeah?
Nani?
Majima-san. Of course. Do I even want an explanation? Well, I need a host. So, I volunteered for shits and giggles. But, then they actually hired me. Majima-san, have you ever hosted anything in your life?
Yeah.
I can't say that I have. But don't stress, Kiryu-chan. I got a knack for ad-libbing. Right, Yoda-chan?
Hey.
I've seen it firsthand. And thanks to you, the Grand Prix can carry on. You sure about that? Well, as long as that's sorted, we should worry about our next opponent. Can we really beat Kirata-san? You guys think she's that strong? Yes, after Yuki-san stepped down, she became the next legendary hostess. She joined us when I was still a #1 at Sunshine. She worked hard and figured things out fast, so she climbed up quickly too. At the time, she was fond of me. So fond, in fact, she admitted that her dream was to beat me and become #1 herself. But the day she became #2 happened to be the day that I quit Sunshine due to some circumstances. Circumstances? This was when Kanzaki-kun, who had only been on the staff until that point, took over the club as an owner. How did he accomplish that? Kanzaki-kun was always really capable, and he was on the shortlist for manager candidates. Yoda-san and I had complete trust in him, and I guess we let him see too much. Then he betrayed us, took the name of Sunshine for himself, and became the sole owner. It's hard to believe, but if you really trusted him, we were careless. We didn't see that he didn't care about the customers and was only prioritizing money. Once he was able to show what he'd done for the profits, it was all too easy to push Yoda-san and me aside. That's why Yoda-san and I went and built Foreshine. But he only hated us more for that. And that's when the harassment started. You pretty much know the rest. I got into this group by pretending I saw the light about his money. But I only wanted to stop him. It must have been hard. Kirata-chan rose up to #1 after I left, of course. But she thinks I ran from the fight, and now she wants to settle the score. Then... maybe that's what you ought to do. What? You got Kiryu-chan backing you up as your manager. And Yoda-chan's gonna whip the staff into shape. Maybe it's time to dig up the dress and the smile so you can face her, Yuki-chan. Me? Go back to hosting? Yeah, you're only 39, Yuki-san. I know you can still do it. Yuki-chan, let's not go spouting about my age. She's right, though. No way a legend like you can forget how to do this. I don't care what anyone says. Anna-chan. I'm all about seeing the legend in action. What a time to be alive. I'm sure your skills would be a sight to behold, Yuki-chan. I couldn't agree more. You guys, nobody wants to request an old lady like me. What would I do. Age doesn't define a woman's appeal. Just ask the Obitarian. What you've gained in experience as an owner may make you more than you ever were. Kiryu-san. Really think so? I do. And you should trust what the manager has to say. Isn't that right, Majima-san? Maybe? I mean, let's be real, this is still just Yuki-chan here. Fine. Let me see if I still have any makeup in the back. Yes, I'm coming with you. Girls, 2 arms. Yuki-san needs us to help make this a reality. Got it! He's in the MILFs. There she is. Sorry, that took longer than I thought. How do I look? Is it weird? It's weird, isn't it? This is one of my favorite choices in games because I think it really does the she's all that moment really well. You're stunning. They weren't lying about the legendary thing. Well, not bad, but nobody can shave 20 years off the clock. Shut up, Majima-san. Your daily look is downright loony now. And what did you do to your hair? If walking crisis is the fashion statement you're going for, then congrats. What the hell? Where'd the savage Yuki-chan come from? But having Yuki-san on the floor really completes us. I think this is how we'll beat Sunshine. Yeah, this is the team we need. Guys, the toughest battle is still to come. Let's give it everything we've got for Shine. Yeah! Okay, so we're going to go back up. And, let's see, Lindsay says about her dev story. So we're working on some very stylized VFX, trying to come up with something appropriate to complement a swim/beach/summer-themed outfit. We got a concept where the character was covered in sweat, the idea being that it would drip continuously in waves as a surface effect. Now, when you draw sweat with a thick enough line and opaque enough, it stops looking like sweat. Anyway, so that's how we got redacted TV show character. We're going in a different direction for the VFX, but it will live on in my heart. Yeah, you know what? I'll think about it. I'll think about that for a long time. Alright, first I'm going to double check to see if there's any little story bits here. I don't think there are, but let's see. Let's pop everybody out, and we now have Yuki just hanging out. We're going to make sure that we have as many non-maxed characters in circulation as humanly possible. And we're not going to play Kabakura right away, if not today at all. But the good news is, there's a lot less work we have to do. Also, let's... Oh, I'm not allowed to mess with Yuki quite yet. But we do have more outfits, including the cutesy idol outfit. Finally got a bikini, finally got a yukata. Yuki's original dress, which I love. And clothing based on the hit TV show Yo-Yo Detective Yoko. And of course, we got the fetish stuff. I mean, I guess this is all in the fetish stuff, but Sukeban is like kind of distinct, you know? So I love that. Any other hairstyles? I don't like changing hairstyles because, like, sometimes it comes off as like, I don't recognize this character anymore. It just gives them a whole different vibe, like. But having seen that, there's some good stuff now. Let's go hang out with all the girls, starting with a brand new sub story. Kiryu-san, are you free right now? What's going on? Well, do you remember that panties thief I told you about before? Oh no. Did they get your panties again, Koyuki? No, my grandmother's. Oh yeah, I seem to have trouble remembering that part.
Whoa.
Well, that's not my fault. Anyway, has there been an update?
Hi.
Not really, but I just can't shake it from my mind. And the more I think about it, the more I want justice. You're really that fired up about it? Yes! Yuki-san lives nearby too, you know. What if she's the next victim? Panty thieves are the enemy, and if Yuki-san's panties are at risk, I can't rest. Man, this thief made a huge mistake targeting someone so passionate about panties. He sure did. I've given it some thought, and I think I have devised a way to catch this pervert. I'm ready to turn words into action, but I'd feel much safer if you were with me, Kiryu-san. Will you help me? I guess so. I really don't want this to blow up any bigger than it's already gotten. You're the best, Kiryu-san. Are you ready for war? Yeah. Where are we going? If there was a Sukuban hostess, I'd be broke! Because I'd keep going on courtly dates with her and we could break TVs and punch buses. Hell yeah! Thank you for the redemption, Aleph. And hi! I'm kind of still very into the fact that my streamer bot just does this stuff for me. I'm very happy about it. This is the place, Kiryu-san. Wait, what? I thought you were going to lead me to the culprit or something. Glad you asked. I missed the line. What's your plan? I'm glad you asked. I was thinking that the thief would definitely target cute panties like the ones I wear. So I'm going to lure out the thief with a panty snare. And then, when he appears, I want you to jump out and catch him. What's wrong, Kiryu-san? Koyuki, is that really the best plan you could come up with? Hi, Cat.
Hi.
Yep, it's perfect, isn't it? I think we should call it Operation Panty Bait. Ooh. Yeah, I wasn't available on Saturday. I was not well, but now I'm here. And now we can look at the surprise. 2 or 3 days in the making, depending on where you start your clock. And it's Jake. Look at that guy. Look at him. Round friend. God, that's a good cat. You know what? You know what? Just for the moment. He's gonna sit in the corner with me. Hi, Jack. I can just reach over and pet him, but I don't have hands in this avatar. He's so soft and regal and wise. Okay, listen, Koyuki. I don't think any thief in his right mind would steal underwear off a bench. Hi, Locke. What? You don't think so? Right. It's not exactly the natural environment for panties, you know. Oh, don't worry about that. I've got a fresh pair that any thief would find irresistible. Ta-da! See? Aren't they the cutest? Koyuki, those are... Nobody's going to steal those. Ever. Oh, you poor... dumb bastard, Kiryu. Huh? Why not? You don't think they're cute enough? Kiryu-san, I don't think you really know how to panty thief things. I'm glad I don't, actually. Besides, does that mean you really wear panties like this? What? No way. I wouldn't wear panties like this. I'm an adult. Yeah, I'm not so sure about that. But let's not argue. The odds are in our favor here, and I say we give it a shot. Fine. Robin, you saying my name like that reminded me my therapist accidentally called me Lork this morning, and it was all I could do not to laugh. She had a difficult day with pronunciation. You know, I do occasionally call you that when I'm just purposefully messing things up, but that's great. I kind of love that. Kiryu just reacting like he's afraid he's about to be put on a list. Oh yeah, you gotta love the Scooby-Doo game. This is never going to work in 100... Shh! The thief approaches, Kiryu-san! Really? Jorb! Oh, dang! That's a great gerb! Oh, sir! Pretty suspicious. I'll admit that's some kind of clever use of assets there where they don't actually have to have them lifting anything. Ah, he picked the panties up, Kitty-san. What do we do? Wait and see. No. I don't think he's our man. Hi. Okay. You're right. It couldn't be him. Oh, look, another guy. Really? I love the background characters who just stop and just like, nope, I'm gone. Pretty suspicious. Can't kneel. Ah, he picked the panties up, Kiryu-san. What do we do?
Yeah.
That isn't the right guy. Okay. You're right. It couldn't be him. Oh, look, another guy. I really didn't expect this to work as well as it is. I can understand it from not messing with the cutscene stance, but also it's objectively hilarious. Yeah. That kind of stuff just works really well, and it provides so much accidental hilarity that honestly tends to only show up during sub-stories at its funniest. Gotta go, not want to be anywhere near weird bench-spawning teddy bear panties. Pretty suspicious. You might be wondering when we finally lock down. Ah, he picked the panties up, Kiryu-san. What do we do?
Yeah.
I don't think that is the thief. Okay. See, even though it's suspicious to pick up a pair of panties off the bench, they're not doing anything with it. They're just looking. And they're all doing the same thing, which is not suspicious behavior at all. You're right, it couldn't be him. Oh, look! Another guy! How many times? Pretty suspicious. Yeah, it's almost holy. Ah, you picked the pennies up, Kiryu-san. What do we do? Well, he's wearing a business outfit. He, dressed to the nines, looks perfectly respectable and reasonable. Looks like he runs a business, looks like he works for a corporation, so obviously he's the pervert. Yep. Hey, that's not something you do in public, panty thief. What do you mean? You must be the panty thief causing all the commotion in town. But what? No, these panties just flew into my face. It was the wind. You think I'm gonna believe that? No, you got the wrong idea. How did these panties end up in my hands? Wait, isn't that Koyuki-chan? What's she doing here? None of your goddamn business. Why do you know her? it's him. You know this guy, Koyuki?
Hi.
Yeah. He's a Foreshine customer. Oh, is he now? You remembered me, Koyuki-chan? Oh, wow, what an honor. Of course. We had to ban you after you kept being inappropriate. I'm getting the picture now. You caused trouble for Koyuki in and out of the club. Shut up! What's your deal anyway? I'm the new manager at Foreshine, and I heard about some panty problems you're the cause of. Foreshine has a new manager? Yeah. And honestly, I'm shocked that you fell for this. I mean, I did find it a little suspicious, but... Oh, the siren song of the panties called out to me. And then... Kitty-san, not even I expected the culprit to be this perverted. Oh, but now that you know, I'll just have to make sure you can't snitch.
Boy.
Koyuki, stand back.
Hi.
Okay. I won't let you interfere with my pursuit of panties. Well, soon, he's going to be a hospital customer. Okay. We're gonna... He might get away, but that's fine. Because, he needs to cool off. Bye. Spare my life. Unless you want to repeat of this, you better never get up to anything this stupid again. Okay. I'll be better about it. Better about it? Just give back the panties you stole. Okay.
Whoa.
What a jerk. Stealing my poor old granny's panties like that. But wait. What? You made an old lady very sad about her underwear is all I'm saying. But then those panties weren't yours, Koyuki-chan? Haven't you heard a word I've said? They're my grandmother's. Oh, Koyuki-chan. Fancy running into you on the footpath. Ah, Grandma. You're just in time to see us get back those panties you had stolen. Oh, am I? That's wonderful. Oh my, does that mean this is the culprit? You stole some panties I've had for years, Sonny. You're not into more mature ladies, are you? Ah! Coward! Kiryu-san, thank you so much for helping me today. Sure. I'm still in disbelief we actually caught the guy like that. Does that mean you'll have more faith in me now? I suppose I will. But I didn't know I'd be putting you in danger, Kiryu-san. I'm so sorry. No, that was really nothing. I'm just glad you aren't hurt. If anything that had happened to you, I'd... Kiryu-san... Koyuki... Thank you so much. I'm really happy. So, we should get back to work. Oh, yeah. Danger, he took 3 steps backwards and tossed the jerk into a river. Pretty much. Koyuki forgot her panty bait. That thief was really into this. Well, we've got our options. Unfortunately. I don't actually know what happens, but what do we want to do, everybody? I can't believe I'm about to ask this, but chat, what would you like to do with the panties? We will actually put it to a 1-minute vote. Let's go. Everybody, hype up. Let's do it. Get it? Toss it in. Figure out the vote. Figure out what you want. Figure out how we're going to do this. You got to do it. You got to figure it out. You got to push the button. If you don't push the button, what's gonna happen? Nothing. If you don't do it, I get to pick. You don't want that. You're the chat. You get to be in control. 1 minute. You can do this. Oh God, I can't keep that up for a full minute. Not a chance that shows up every day. Throw them, kitty. You hit a grandma. We've got an overwhelming amount of votes for throw. I am so glad I decided to let people vote with their bits, or vote with their channel points. This is great. Oh man. Oh, it is overwhelming. Who wants to punch in 18 to 19 votes for something else? Who wants to do it? Who wants to make that happen? You've only got a few seconds. You gotta do it. You gotta figure it out. Come on. It's like almost, and it's throw. Congratulations, everybody. Listen, this is the one time where I'm allowing capitalism. It's hard to imagine how people really get into things like this. Whoa! Holy shit. Kitty-san, you okay? Whoa! Kiryu has never killed a man. Who leaves candies just lying around like that? Koyuki, you're... Those panties, you really do. Kiryu-san, you looked!
No.
What a pervert, Kiryu-san! Etchy sketchy no touchy! No matter what, things don't go super well. And that was the chastest option, too. I love it. Jesus Christ. Okay. Moving on. I hope we're all proud of ourselves. Yeah, look, it could have been worse. He could have thrown them at Jack. True. He's right there. He could have done so easily. Kiryu-san, are you busy right now? Why? What's up? I know this is vague, but I'd like you to come with me somewhere. I can talk now. You know how I told you about one of my old co-workers who got a job nearby? Yes, something about how she wasn't getting along too well, right? Yep. I wanted to see what I can do, but I can't shake the feeling that meeting up with her could go badly. Kana, you just need to speak your heart. If she rejects that, you've done all you could. You're right, but I'm scared. I know it's a lot to ask, but I'd feel better if you were there, Kiryu-san. I understand completely. I'll be there for moral support, then. That would mean the world to me. Thank you, Kiryu-san. Besides, this has to be a lot easier than having to use panties as bait. What? Never mind. I was ready to fight Kiryu for his honor. It wouldn't be a fight you would win, but it would be a fight you would have. But also, he wouldn't fight. He would have messed up. He would have owned up to it. Remember, Kiryu is a good boy who's never killed a man. So, your old co-worker works around here. Yeah, pretty sure. Oh, there she is. That's Masumi-chan. It looks like she's in an argument. Uh-oh. What was passed down? You roll up to our club with that stuck-up attitude. It's rude to us and it trips up our customers, you know? Yeah, tripping like that in front of the whole club? Get it together, huh? Hey, only tripped because your foot was sticking out. Hey, are you accusing Tomomi of tripping you on purpose? That's a pretty serious accusation. I would never trip a coworker. I think we've heard enough of your complaints. You're the noob here, so shut your mouth and get in line, okay? I'm not complaining. I just want to be able to do my job. Do your job? What do you think we're doing then? Slacking off? If I'm being honest, yeah. Excuse me? For a new hire, you've got an awfully big mouth. I heard a rumor you got fired from your last club. Was it for acting like a snobby bitch? Masumi-chan. What, cat got your tongue? You gonna cry now? Did get fired, but it was my fault. I was jealous of a girl who worked hard and I pulled her down for it. When it was over, I realized how shameful I'd been to her. I regret all the things I did to her, even now. So now I'm trying to walk in her shoes. No matter how tough you make my life, I'll do my best. Just like Kana. I can't believe it. I've had about enough of this lecture. You need to be put in your place. Sup, Tomomi? Oh, Masaru-kun. This chick is talking shit on us. Is she now? She's a real bitch. Mind giving her a piece of my mind for us? Sure. I can handle her. No, stop! Don't you lay a finger on her. Kana? Who the hell are you? I'm Kana, an old friend of Masumi-chan's. And I won't let you hurt her. Kana? What the hell? The bitches are multiplying. Think you're up for double trouble, Miss Harkin? Oh yeah. She's a real cutie. I know exactly how to handle these two. Fucking fight pose. Only a scumbag thinks he can solve a fight between women with his fists. Kitty-san. Huh? Who the hell are you? A manager, a bodyguard, it doesn't matter. Or a manager, a bodyguard, it doesn't matter. But if you want to hurt them, run through me first. Sure. I got 2 prizes waiting for me after I beat you down. Yoink. Let's just, hey. Aw. I was kind of hoping, take it for a ride. I heard a rumor those ladies' cheap wigs are very presentable. What a good, wholesome thing to test. Actually, you know what? I don't want this. What I want... Wait. Aw, come on. Do we have vending machine shenanigans? I don't think we do. Ow! Ow! Dude! You actually kind of have moves. You got sick kicks. There we go. That's something. Anyway, he's dead now. Also, who throws strange panties in the direction of the person who just walked away from you? Throw it across the river, Kitty-chan. There's nothing but strangers over there. And fish. Don't forget fish. Fish need underwear too. Impossible. You lost, Masaru? No way. If you even think about harming another hostess, I'm going to be there. You got that? Yeah, it's real clear. Super runaway. Hey, don't leave us with him. Kiryu-san, thank you. Yeah, that was about to get bad. Sorry, Kiryu-san. Kana? Masumi-chan, you're not hurt, are you? Kana, I'm so sorry. I've done such terrible things, and I blamed it all on you. I was such a despicable person. I couldn't ask you to forgive me, but I want you to know that I'm sorry. Masumi-chan, it's okay. Huh? Masumi-chan. I think you know how I felt now, and I wouldn't wish that on anyone. As far as we're concerned, apology accepted. Kana. You want to shake on it? That'd lighten up the mood. A handshake? Yeah, to put everything in the past. We may have had our differences, but part of that was my fault too. I should have made more of an effort. So, if we can both admit our faults, I think it's time to shake hands and be friends this time. You're really okay with that, Kana? Of course. You don't still hate me, do you, Masumi-chan? No, how could I? Kana, you're an incredible person. Thank you, Kana. So, can we really be friends? Of course. Well, I say we celebrate with a meal. It's on me today, Kana-chan. Wait, did you say a meal? Are you sure, Masumi-chan? Yeah, it's the least I can do. What would you like? How about sushi? Sounds great. Yay! Sushi, sushi, sushi.
Boy.
Hey, you don't know what you just signed up for. Excuse me? What do you mean by that? Sushi with Kana is dangerous. I bought no less than 200 plates last time. 200 what? Otoro ikura, otoro ikura uri. Otoro uri 200. Oh no. Masumi-chan, are you coming? Sorry, let's take a rain check. What? Masumi-chan, I thought we were friends now. Friendship sure has its challenges, huh? Hey, does anybody want to know what number sub-story the Panty Thief one was? Would anybody like to take a guess? And I feel like it's pretty easy, but would anybody like to just throw a ballpark number? Because every Yakuza has an unofficial number attached to every sub-story, a very direct list. And Cat gets it in one. Yeah, the Operation Panty Bait is sub-story number 69. Yeah, of course. I just feel like that's worth mentioning. I don't think they did it on purpose. I think it's just kismet. I don't know. Like, I don't know if the number 69 has the same connotation in Japan, and I don't think they reordered things for the American release. I think it really is kismet. Number 8008. No.
8008.
That would be for Operation Bra Raid. Or Bra Bait. Bro. Listen, if you're free, you wanna grab drinks with me? I've got something I want to pick your brain about. Aika wants to grab drinks again. Let's go! Okay. I think I can spare some time for a few drinks. Sweet. Let's get going then. Going out with the cool girl. With the best girl. This week really racked me. I just want to drink it away. You're exhausted? That's rare for you. Something happened? Just some personal BS. I'll tell you all about it when the drinks come. But, oh, sure. Here we go.
Ah.
どうしたんだため息なんかついて悩みがあるなら相談に乗るぜ
実はね、私の親友が蒼天堀の別の店でキャバ嬢やってるんだけど、喧嘩しちゃってさ。
喧嘩？
うん。その子がいきなりキャバ嬢辞めるって言い出したから、
I feel like Aika would just throw down in a fight.
私思ったこと口にしちゃうタイプだから傷つけること言っちゃったかもなーって。はあ。マジでどうしよ
う。Just make a good pun. Pretend nothing happened. Both of these seem like totally valid responses, but no, apologize on.
素直に謝るのがいいんじゃないか
やっぱそうだよね。
ああ、後悔しているのならちゃんと詫びを入れる俺の知っている愛花はそんな人間だと思うぜ
そうだね。私の方から謝ってみよっと。桐生さん、超感謝してる。
仲直りができるといいな。しかしその愛花の友達がキャバ嬢を辞めたがってる理由、確かに気になるな。
そうっしょ。もともと超やる気あった子だし、めっちゃ楽しそうにやってたから余計にね。なんかあったのかな。
There is a panty tape
そ
going
うかも
around.
な。まあどれだけ好きな仕事でも辞めたくなるような瞬間は誰にでもあるさ。
桐生さんは仕事を辞めたくなったことってある？
I quit once before. I want to quit now. Kiryu, you have quit twice. Minimum. Hi, Mom. Good to see you.
実はな、すでに辞めたことがある。とある組織の4代目という役職だったんだが。
Oh, I should probably mention, I don't know if it's going to happen, but there is a friend of the channel that has a birthday today. They're not in here yet. It's AJ, abandoned rocket ship. So if at any point you see him, I just really would love an absolute spamming of birthday party hats, stuff like that. Like, just really go nuts. Get weird. And the more frogs you got in stock, the better. Just kind of front loading that. Like, are we all good with that? Like, is that something we can do? I don't know if he's going to show up. I hope he does. But if he does, I would love for it to be obscene. Anyway, that's it. That's my request. So keep an eye out for abandoned rocket ship.
マジすごいじゃん。4代目って言うとお蕎麦屋とか？
まあそういうことにしておくか。
Cosma
桐
Kitty,
生さんはその時
Dragon of
なんで辞めた
Soba.
の？嫌になったの？
ああ、そういう部分もあったのかもしれねえが、俺がいない方が組織にとってもいいと思ってな。
組織にとって？
ああ、自分の感情と違っていても誰かのために自分から身を引くってことも世の中にはあるんだ。
Remember Aika.
愛花の友達も
If shit sucks,
も
hit
し
the
かしたら
bricks.
そうなのかもしれないぜ。
なるほど。桐生さん超大人。私にはそういう発想なかったわ。桐生さんに相談してよかった。
お役に立てたんなら何よりだ。
悩みを相談できたからなんかすっきりしたな。やっぱストレス溜まってたのかもな。
普段ストレスはどうやって発散してるんだ？
Rink.
友達と飲んだりとか騒いだりとかかな。私好き勝手自由に生きてるからそもそもマジ全然ストレス溜まんないんだけどね。
確かにそうかもしれないな。
桐生さんは結構溜め込んでそうじゃん。溜まってるなら適度に発散しないとね。
Men relieve it in their own ways. I punch people to relieve it. I mean, we're kind of in a position where this is technically, it's not an appropriate response, but
じゃあ発散したくなったら愛花で発散させてもらうとするか。
桐生さん、私で発散って私に何してほしいのかしら？
ああ、困ったら愛花に飲みに付き合ってもらおうと思ってな。
なんだ、それならいつでもいいし。紛らわしい言い方マジやめてくれる？
すまん。愛花は将来なりたいものとかあるのか？
wow. That was the worst way you could have
将来
phrased
か。これってものはないな。私先のこと考えるのマジで苦手だし。 今生きてる時間が大事だと思うから、その時の気持ちに従おうって。
なるほど。相からしいな。
でも確かに私5年後とか何してんだろ
I'll be your subordinate by then. Kiryu. There's already a place for that. Like, you can be a sub somewhere. Like, you know what?
今のままキャバ嬢をやってそうだがな。
It's fine.
う。
Don't even
想
worry
像
about
で
it. Don't
きる
even worry about
な。楽しいからね。楽しめる限りは続けると思うし、自分の気持ちに正直に、それが私のモットーじゃん。
そうだな。愛花が楽しく働けるように俺もサポートしていくぜ。
マジで期待してるよ、桐生さん。これからもよろしくね。
it. Hell yeah. So we're doing well. We're doing real good. Kiryu is too ace and too autistic for all this kind of stuff. Kiryu, the power bottom of bottoms. Two different kinds of people. Oh, I could keep going, but I shouldn't. Yeah, I'm glad we got to talk, though. I feel like I really got to know you. Totally. That's so much fun. Don't ever stop being my drinking buddy, Kiryu-san. No problem. See you at work. Yeah, bye for now. And next. She is now more powerful than ever before. And one more time with our resident aspiring manga artist, Shoko. Oh, Kiryu-san, thank you for all your hard work lately. No, thank you. Say, are you busy right now? I wanted to talk about something with you. Shoko wants to talk. Let's do it. Yeah, sure. What do you say we try a different place tonight? Sure. I appreciate the gesture. How about Steel? They stay open late. Sounds good to me. Look, I'm just saying Majima-san's crushes might not all be doomed, like 100% of them. Yeah, just some of them. Some of them will live. Someone get a picture of Kiryu in a stat. So, you wanted to talk about something? Yes, actually. Here we go! Here we go, here we go, here we... Arnold!
桐生さんから見て、私はちゃんとお店で接客できていますか？
ん？どうしたんだ急に。
なんだかまだ自分の笑顔がぎこちないというか、引きつってる感じがするんです。自然体で笑おうとはしてるんですが、前のお店で無理しすぎちゃったのかな。
I too suffer from social anxiety.
作り笑顔の癖がついてるだろうから、すぐに切り替えるのは難しいのかもしれないな。
はい、ずっと考えていたら笑顔が何なのかわからなくなってきてしまって。桐生さん、キャストにとって笑顔って何だと思いますか？
Her gift. I actually do love that response. Majima would just peel him like a banana and then climb him like a tree, while Kiryu like read a magazine about pocket circuits. That's the dynamic, really. You just nailed it in 2 sentences.
プレゼントですか？
ああ、客は元気や癒しが欲しくて店にやってくる。そんな客を元気にしたい、癒したい。そういう気持ちでキャストは客に笑顔を送ってる。誰かを思い、誰かに心を込めて届ける。それって立派なプレゼントだと俺は思うんだ。
なるほど。桐生さんって詩人なんですね。ちょっと意外です。
今の笑顔は自然でいい感じだぜ、翔子。
あ、
いつでもそういう顔ができるようになるといいな。俺も協力するぜ。
桐生さん、ありがとうございます。
ところで、翔子はどうしてキャバ嬢になろうと思ったんだ？
最初はお金のためです。学費の高い学校に通っていたので、それを払うために始めたんです。最初は見た目が良ければ売れるような世界だと思ってたんですけど、入ってみたら全然違って、人気のある方はみんな技術がすごいんですよ。その奥深さに惹かれて次第にのめり込んでいきました。
She developed an
お客
appreciation
様を
for the
楽しませるプロ、
craft.
そんな先輩たちの姿に憧れたんです。
なるほどな。プロ意識の高い証拠らしい理由だ。
まあその意識の高さのせいで笑顔を忘れたり、ちょっと迷走しちゃいましたけどね。
Ah, so you hyper-focused.
確かに少し迷走したかもしれないが、その経験もかけがえのない財産だと思うぜ。
財産？
ああ、現にそれがあったからこそ今の翔子は心の底から笑えるようになったんだ。笑顔の本当の価値を学べた。それだけでも迷走した価値はあったと思うぜ。
桐生さん、確かにそうですね。これからも失敗したり間違ったりすることがあるかもしれない。でもそれを糧にして前に進んでいけばいいんですよね。
その通りだ。そうやって前向きに進んでいけば自然と笑顔になってるもんさ。
The mangaka experience of drawing and inking and
私、
lettering everything
そん
yourself
な風
until
に
you
生
pull
きてい
out.
けるよう
Oh,
に
me!
頑張ります。
Finding out
確
very
か
few
翔
people
子
actually do
は
their own hand
ギャグ
lettering,
漫画が好きなんだよ
and I
な。
do, is like
なら
been kind of
お笑いとかも好きなのか？
好きですよ。漫才も見ますし、たまに寄席とかも行ったりしますね。
はあ、すごいな。俺はあんまり詳しくないからな。
でも桐生さんは笑いのセンスがあると思いますよ。落語とかも練習すればうまくできそうな気がします。
本当かよ。
Rakugo is interesting.
そうだ、試しにやってみませんか？謎かけとか。
謎かけ？
はい、じゃあ行きますよ。キャバクラとかけまして何と解きますか？
House renovation.
家のリフォームと解く。
その心は？
どちらもアフターが楽しみだ。ん？
桐生さん、うまいですね。やっぱりセンスありますよ。
そんなことはないさ。
桐生さんと一緒にいると自然に笑顔になれます。
この前言ってた翔子が描いている漫
We'll talk
画、
about Rakugo in a second. It's an
順調なの
interesting
か？
form of theater.
まずまずってところですね。かなりアイデアは固まりつつあります。ただ仕事の方に力を入れているので、最近筆の進みはちょっと遅いんですけどね。
そうか。漫画に割く時間は限られるだろうからな。俺が手伝えればいいんだが。
お気持ちだけでありがたいですよ。でも桐生さんと一緒に作るのは面白そうですね。もし手伝っていただけるとしたら何をしていただけますか？
Expression model as a nude model, but no. The real important thing? Leave the screen
トー
tone
ン
to
を張る
me.
のは任せろ。
桐生さん、トーン張れるんですか？というか、よくトーンをご存知でしたね。
俺だってそれくらいは知っている。影や背景にシールみたいに貼ればいいんだろ？
まあざっくり言うとそんな感じですけど、カッター使ったり細かい作業になりますよ。
上等だ。昔ポケットサーキットのミニカーの改造をしていたことがある。
I love that he ties that in.
細かい作業は慣れっこだ。
そうなんですか。それは助かります。じゃあ原稿ができた際はお手伝いお願いしますね。 数日缶詰になるかもしれませんけど、一緒に頑張りましょうね。
ああ、任す。もしかして俺はとんでもないことを安請け
You
して
just
しまった。
volunteered for helping out with comics. You're in it for life,
結構
boy.
飲んだな。
桐生さんといると楽しいです。私、今のこの気持ちをお客様にも感じてほしい。きっとそれがゴールなんだと思います。ただ私だけ笑うんじゃなくて、会話の中でお客さんと一緒に笑えることが大切なんですよね。それが分かっただけでも大収穫でした。ありがとうございます、桐生さん。
いや、少しでも役に立てたんならよかった。これからも期待してるぜ、翔子。
はい、私頑張りますね。
Replacing the T-Mug when Shoko accidentally puts a brush in it. I like that. Please say there's fan art. I don't... I put it in my little sticky note. So if I end up doing fan art for this run, it's that and the one where he's wearing the handmade scarf and holding a puppy in his jacket. If there's anything you want to... If you... Yeah. And if you ever want to run anything by me again, just let me know. I appreciate it. And we've unlocked our third conversation, so we are pretty far into the hostesses. We still got a couple. Like, we don't have anything for Yuki. That's its own thing. But okay, so that's enough of Kabakura. Well, it's never enough. We could literally sit here and just do it all day. But I think for now we're going to head back to Kamurocho and do some more sub-stories until we run out. Because I kind of like this pace of things. It provides a nice structure for me that's easy for me to, like, jump into, you know? Like, genuinely very nice. Failed! Well, I'm not doing anything, so, like, screw you, game. Oh god, I have 10 silver plates. Let's see, what else do we got? I don't think we have anything else that we can sell apart from Swiss watch. But we have so much money right now that, like we got 46 million yen. We're good. We're hitting that Yakuza 0. Coward? Sayama-san? There we go. Kiryu is so proud afterwards he frames one of the original giant A13 pages on his hideout wall. Oh, he would absolutely. He's got like nothing on the wall except that. Like very sparse. It's gotta be, right? Anytime somebody comes over, it's like he doesn't even bring it up. He doesn't mention it until somebody says it, and he just looks up wistfully. It's like, my days as a cabaret club manager. People just look at him like, what? Wait, that's a comic. What are you talking about? See, not too long after I was a producer for a film production. And very far after I was a real estate manager. And a pocket circuit champion, and a Messer King champion. Let's not forget that. And a bowling god. I also screen-toned for manga. Was this before or after you took down multiple families of Yakuza? Yes. Bonus points when it's the page with the most petals and sparkles. Oh yeah, anything he put his heart and soul into? Yeah. It's the one he used the most screen tone for. It's a matter of pride. Exactly. He would wear that so proudly. By the way, Kiryu-san, remember that video store Beam? The one that had all the black market stuff in the back? Rumor has it, they changed the password. Beam's backroom cache. Huh. If you want a new one, head over to Debla. A guy named Nita always stands in the corner alone, drinking. He'll tell you, so long as you pay the fee. Alright, thanks for the tip. Yeah, I figure, like, he's not gonna... There might be a moment where he's like, I don't know what I'm doing. Is this really what I should be doing? I feel kind of embarrassed. And then, like, halfway through, it's the most important thing he's ever experienced in his life. And he absolutely has the trophy on his wall.
Boy.
It's very King of the Hill. Like, I'm still saying that Kiryu is Hank Hill. Like, once he gets into something, once he finds the angle, he just has his way of really appreciating it and just sticking so hard to it. Are you Nita? Who's asking? My name is Kiryu. I want to ask you something about the video store Beam. Let me guess, Kiryu. You want to know the password? The cost here, 5 big ones. I mean, that's pretty cheap. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, this one's a bit of a doozy, so listen up. First up, you'll need to ask the guy behind the counter if he's got a copy of Take-chan's High School Heaven. You got that? Second step, he's going to ask you a question of his own. No matter what he asks, the answer will always be the total price of all the drinks at Cafe Alps. He's a regular there. You might have to go do some field research for that one. Just remember, all the drinks at Cafe Alps. Got it. Okay. So, let's go to Cafe Alps. It won some magazine poll for cleanest line work, and he's more proud of that than any other title he's ever won. It's like, yes, I may have been the 4th chairman, but have you seen my manga assistant award? I will never live up to how glorious that victory was. The power of teamwork. There's nothing quite like sitting down for a long session of screen toning with your fellow mangaka. Security, you're not a mangaka, but it's like, no. I may not have done most of the work, but I put in important amounts, and it cannot be discredited. Had to stop in and say hi. Let's see. So we got Beam, and now we have to head to Cafe Alps. I just wanted to stop by there to, like, plug in a point to that sub-story. You don't actually have to buy anything, I don't think. Ah, screw y'all. Okay, fine, here. Whee! Go away. Right next to a framed print of that Wayne Gretzky quote, "You'll never catch me bragging about goals, but I'll talk all you want about my assists." Oh god. That's a good quote. I like that. Hey there, pal. Sorry about what happened before. Machiko-san really gave me an earful afterward, too. My eyes are open now. Can't keep treating my men like babies. Let me give you a hand. You deserve it for how much you helped me. It's time for Baby Man to join our team. I'm wondering how Majima would become an e-girl streamer in Yakuza 8. Oh god. Hi, Malik. So... Hey, fun news! Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name, has a new overview trailer, which has a bunch of very funny stuff that, if you know about it, that kind of says more about the kinds of content you've consumed in your life than anything else. But I think Majima shows up, and he's got a new outfit, and I'm kind of here for it. Only because Majima has done nearly everything else. Yeah, he would though. I would love to see him reprise his Goromi setup. power of teamwork with a truly talented professional. I never fully understood its full power before. Yay. I mean, to be fair, all his old teammates are dead, so... I mean, except for Matma, that's different. But they're not really teammates, they're friendly rivals. Okay, all the drinks. Yeah, okay. So this is 2,600 yen. Okay, cool. That's easy to remember. $2,600. We're going to do all that because it gives us a lot of points. And we're going to order the last item on the menu so that we can clean out this particular store. Yes. All right. Now, we go to Beam. We also have some other videos. And I think there is another sub-story that we have access to. And it's literally one of my favorites in this game. Because it does something that I love when Yakuza does. And I'm not going to give it away, but I'll tell you when it happens. Oh my god, this guy pulled out a freaking sword in the middle of the street. You can't do that. It's illegal. Anyway, you're dead now. I'm just going to take 50,000 yen from you. For the cost of this one particular tidbit to get into the black market at the back of Beam. I will punch a rich guy. Huh. I don't think I've ever been up here. Is there anything? No? Yes? No? Yes? No? No? Okay. Do you, like most Yakuza, have an opinion on Sondheim works? Huh. You know? Give me a second to answer that, because, like, I'm very much, like... I don't have an opinion on Sondheim specifically, but if you ask me about individual works, possibly? Come on, get over here. Because I don't... That's kind of like in my area of like... where I feel like I'm supposed to have expertise. But I often don't. But, okay, so Sondheim is like West Side Story. Sweeney Todd, Into the Woods. Right? Because, like, I've never watched a lot of the stuff. And I feel like what I will say is that his work is eclectic. I was going through Sunday in the Park with George again, and I was reminded that Barbra Streisand Putting It Together track exists, and I have so many opinions. Yeah, I think Stephen Sondheim is one of those guys who I should be technically more into, but I think... So, here's how I'll put it. Some of his biggest works have been blasting my eardrums for years against my will. This is nothing against the works themselves, but there's only so many times you can hear theater kids practicing Into the Woods when you're just trying to focus in class before the idea of any musical by him kind of just wears you out. That's what I'll say about that. Like, unfortunately, a lot of people who... I won't be able to give Stephen Sondheim a fair chance for a while. That's really what it boils down to, I think. Yo, you looking for something in particular? Super Kung Fu Man Hong Kong Fever. You bring the rope, I'll bring my wife. I unfortunately love that. Taki-chan's High School Heaven. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna have to ask you something before I give it to you, though. How much was my gas bill last month? Oh, God. So, 2,600 yen, right? More or less. Right this way, man. I love this stuff. Kiryu, unlike most Yakuza, can appreciate Goncharov, but disagrees on principle with the climax of St. Ambrose's story because he feels that the double agent would be a selfish lover. Listen, Goncharov can be a device of work. I get it. Truly. Let's see. What can we get from this guy? High voltage stun gun. That would actually be pretty great. Attack of 56. Paralyzes enemies, but really low durability. I think I'm fine without. That's fine. Also, I do have some videos on hand, but this isn't the place where I can watch them, right? I can buy some. Oh yeah, I can watch batshit crazy. Masked Ripper, Sinking Ship, Newlywed Paradise, The Hunt for Bunny-chan, Yakuza Heartbreak. Yeah, we're just gonna buy all the movies. You got it. Anyway, Kaoru, you saw nothing. Whereas Majima just enjoys the pre-climax shootout more than the climax shootout because of the homoerotic overtones and callous collateral damage. Oh yeah. That just makes perfect sense to me. Wait, Fusion is the place where we can go watch videos, right? Let's go find out. I have so many videos in my pants that, I gotta. So let's go watch some videos. You, stay here. I have Kung Fu movies to watch. Okay. So normally this is where you can watch. It's fine, I'm covering Jack's eyes. Oh god, yeah. I need to send him away. This is a private situation. Bye, Jack. Alright, what should I watch? So, we have a whole bunch of movies. And some of these come with, like, little bonuses and benefits. Like, we'll learn new techniques and so forth. But, yeah. Anyway, let's go with this one. My girlfriend is a demon. Apart from that one motion, I like how he's just kind of just looking so thoughtfully. My girl just likes taking advantage of guys, huh? Glad that kind of stuff doesn't really happen anymore. That happened to you last week, buddy. Okay, so somebody voted for an anteater killed my husband. Let's go with this one. This is a good way to spend time, I think. I think this is a good use of our time.
あの人がいなくなってから旦那が大アリクイに殺されたあの日から体がほてっているの。
奥さん、私は
To be fair, that's pretty good timing there. Disgusting, but great timing. This one was about the relationship between a widow and a young man. It seemed pretty forceful. That aside, do anteaters really kill people? Of course they do. What are you talking about? They're the deadliest predator. I think. Don't fact check me on that. Okay, so there are only a couple that actually give us a bonus, and I don't remember which ones. But let's look at the list. Anteaters are now cats. Gotcha. Exactly. Let's see. I think Super Kung Fu Man is one. And I think there's another that we haven't had an opportunity to buy yet. I feel wildly oversold on the advertised anteater content. You know what? That's fair. Do you want another video to kind of make up for it? Or do you want to, like, I think, you know what? There are other things we can do that will help us go back to the video store where we will be able to see something that will really get under your skin. So let's take a look around. I forget, do they show the name? No, they don't show the names of sub-stories right away. But there is one that, yeah, you know what? I think I know where one is. I'm returning this to the video store and demanding additional anteaters. Charlatan! They are cowards, I will admit. Everybody wants that good villainous anteater content. Hey, you there. This is gonna sound weird, but would you mind taking this video tape off my hands? What? Why? Please, just do a guy a solid. Dirty video. Hey, what do you think you're doing? I don't want this. I don't either. That shit's pure erotica. Yeah, that's right. You should totally watch it. Yeah, that'd be cool. Just watch it, okay? Anyway, bye.
Boy.
Hey, come back here. What in the world? What do I do with this tape? He wanted me to watch it, but this is suspicious. Oh, we're gonna watch the auteur Shinya Tsukamoto's Tokyo Fist? I mean... Okay, so... Let's see. If I wanted to watch the tape that weirdo pushed on me, this would be the place to do it. It's suspicious, but maybe I should give it a chance. Okay, so... This one is, interesting. So, if you wanted more villain content, if you wanted something a little bit more murderous, I think this one might do it for you. Let's see. Dirty video. Let's go with this one. When does it get to the good part? What was that all about? And whoever that woman was, I'm sufficiently creeped out. I'm done here. Nice and simple. Don't worry about it, though. Have a nice day. I won't. Sayama, please leave. I'll describe it more as a gore flick. Tokyo Fist. If you don't know, you shouldn't, but I recommend this movie because it's so very movie. I'll describe it more as a gore flick, but that sells it short because it's very movie while also being very metaphor heavy and about relationships and masculinity. You're actually kind of selling me on this. So, I'm just going to write this down. Tokyo Fist by Shinya Tsukamoto. What the hell am I doing? Who are you? I apologize for taking such a harsh tone, but I'm a medium. One who deals in restless spirits. And the reason I stopped you, well, it appears as though something evil has taken hold of you. Something evil? Indeed. There is mass of powerful and ominous energy looming just beyond your right shoulder. A woman, perhaps. Have you done anything to upset any spirits lately, particularly that of a woman? Now that you mention it. You've told me enough already. I do apologize, but that spirit is incredibly deadly. We must exorcise it with all haste. How dangerous can the spirit really be? You really want to find out? I recommend immediate exorcism. My services require a nominal fee, but your spirit will be cleansed of this evil. Bring 100,000 yen and meet me east of Senryo Avenue. And be quick, before the spirit consumes your entire soul. Hey, you're the guy I gave that video to. And you watched it, huh? You again. Yeah, I did, but what exactly was that? It was creepy. Wait, you really watched it? Oh, thanks, man. I'm finally free from that foul curse. Curse? What are you talking about? I'm free! Free! Spirits, exorcisms, curses. What is going on here? Saying that paints the wrong picture of what Tokyo Fist is. It is a special effects, low budget from the guy who made Tetsuo the Iron Man. Another movie I also need to see. Let's see. Senryo Avenue. Oh, yeah, it's way down here. Oh. Whee! Okay. But yeah, I have been in need of some good, weird, very weird movies. This is a two-man con. It's a pretty elaborate one, I gotta say. Anyway, Kaoru, we're gonna go exercise me. That's not where the gym is. No. Wrong. Whoa! Oh man, dude did a flippy. I'm sorry, I just really love that. We flipped that pancake. With physics. Ow. Ow. He's jumping for joy. I mean, it's not every day you get the crap kicked out of you by the Dragon of Dojima. The Tetsuo trilogy are so beautifully bad. The first one is brilliant and does not accomplish what the possible intended message is, regardless of translation nuance. That sounds about right. Hey, it seems like you've been doing it big these days, but don't let your guard down. Some boxer's got his eye on you and is looking for a sparring match. He's at Children's Park right now. Whether you accept or run is all up to you. Ooh. We were told about this particular thing a while back, but wait, isn't that the woman from the video?
Boy.
Hey, come back here. Where did she go? Hello again, my spiritually stained friend. If we don't exorcise that demon soon, I fear it may cause irreversible damage. Have you prepared the 100,000 yen? If so, we must begin the ritual at once. Let's do it. Okay, I don't want to be haunted anymore. Wonderful. Let us commence. Whoa, sucks, It appears the ritual was a success. Wait, that's it? Yes. The horror that walked beside you is no more. But now that the Deathless have tasted you, you will be susceptible to their influence forevermore. I fear it is only a matter of time before another twisted spirit latches on. But do not fear. I can assist you there. How exactly? With this stone, it is a magic crystal. Powerful enough to ward off even the most malicious specters. Stones this large are unimaginably rare. Really? Just so. The 300,000 yen I asked for is but a small price to pay for its immense spiritual purity. Here, would you like to feel its power for yourself? So as long as I'm holding it, I'm safe. Correct. But I nearly forgot that you shall need to recharge its power in this holy vase for only 500,000 yen. Is something wrong? Oh, over there. It's a real ghost. Stop. Don't come any closer. What are you talking about? Don't mediums deal with ghosts all the time? I'm not even a real medium. Look, man, I was in it for the cash. I never thought I'd actually start seeing ghosts. I'm out of here. And take your damn money, too. What about your magic stone? It's just a stupid rock, pal. Keep it. I'm done with this shit.
Boy.
Hey. Drop the tape. Maybe it was cursed after all. Anyway, so nothing of value was lost. It's fine. It all worked out. Anyway, so we had a perfectly normal event where nothing weird happened. I'm gonna grab a drink about it. Let's grab a whole bunch, actually. Whoop, we broke it! I kinda adore that sub-story. Because A, it's one of the first instances where we get to see that the supernatural is real? Hi, Judge. Come in late to a stream and you'll already switched to Fatal Frame again. It's fun. Even ghosts don't want scam artists around. Who does? Oh, I'm so close to experience game max, but I need more yellow juice, or orange juice rather. Okay. Let's see where the next sub-story is going to be for us. Ooh, we got Conroy. Let's go to Conroy. Let's get us some... I forget what they call it in this game. He was really just reaching out to give Kiryu a big hug. I mean, yeah, like, finally, she had a friend that would stick around. Somebody that wasn't all that afraid of her. It's all she wants in life. And like, whom stood it amongst us? You know? Okay, we're gonna skip past Phantom. We don't need that. Not important. Want to swing by here, see if there are any tickets hanging out. Looks like no. Or, not tickets. What am I talking about? Sound like a Google. People's lost coin locker keys that I wish to purloin for myself. That's what I'm after. Oi! Okay. Excuse me, man in suit, you have a minute?
Oh?
Who are you? My name, Ilyushin. Very famous Korean pop singer. This is my first time in Japan. You're famous? I don't think I've heard of you. What? Well, alright. I'm here to explore Kamurocho. My friends say it. Very interesting place. If you show me Kamurocho, I give you lots of money. I guess showing this guy around wouldn't be so bad if there's a reward. Alright. I'll be a tour guide.
Oh!
Ah! 고맙습니다. You kinder than you look. What's your name, man in suit? It's Kiryu.
Kiryu-san!
Thank you, Kiryu-san. I cover everything, don't worry. Oh, and I have warning for you. What is it? I'm very famous. Women always want autograph. But I like peaceful life, not annoying fans. Please, keep me away from women. I didn't realize being famous was such a burden. Anyways, is there anywhere in particular you want to go?
Hi!
No place I can watch sexy movie in small room? I want to go there. Japanese sexy movies, very, very sexy. But hotel selection, not so good. Alright, I know a place. You're so smart, Kiryu-san. We go now. While taking Ilyushin on the tour, you cannot do the following. The tour will end if Yujin gets caught up 3 times with his many female admirers while strolling around town. So guide him carefully. So now we get to hang out with him. So first we go to Marine. Oh, there's a sub-story right here. Oh no, not Bream. We just, yeah, okay. Not avoiding. We're just doing the thing. Doing the thing. Oh, he's so dreamy. Give me some of that. Right. Okay, so it's a little bit harder to avoid this than we thought. So, red arrows are enemies at all times. In this case, enemies are fans. You finally escape. Kiryu-san, Japanese fans, very annoying. I'm so sick of them already. Please, please avoid them. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. Okay, so that did put us kind of far away. But now we can kind of pay attention to how to do this. We have a straight shot if we go east. So let's go. Ilyushin. This is actually one of the characters that shows up quite a bit throughout the series. And I think it's a lot of fun. So we need to go south, east, and north, and then we can go straight up. What? Oh, rude. Ugh. I was looking at the map and they somehow caught up going. Okay. In which case, looks like let's be a little bit more careful and not take any path where we really can just like accidentally bump into people. So this route is possibly a no-go. Let's go a little bit south. Okay, my dude, if you want me to help you, you gotta get back here. God. Okay. So, while I work on this, anybody playing anything new? Anything you're currently working on? I played Bomb Rush Cyberpunk and quite literally beat it last night. And I plan on playing it again. It's really good. It's basically just Jet Set Radio 3. Yeah, the running is a little too fast for him because he gets, like, I don't know, anxious? I don't know how else to put it. Marnie has a lot to say right now. Hi, baby. Playing Bomb Rush Cyberpunk 2, and yeah, no, that game is fantastic. Yeah, all of the, like, it's one of those games where, hi, I acknowledge it's got flaws, but holy cow. It is everything I've been wanting out of a new Jet Set Radio game. My new laptop comes tomorrow. I'm sitting by the front door, vibrating with excitement. Package! Yes, an Engard. I bought that, which I need to play. Very fun, quite short, and terribly gay, too. I love all those things. Like, I think you even put them in the order that I like them. I've also been moving a lot of boxes at work the last couple days, and boy, do I wish Pikmin were real and could help out. Pikmin are real, and they could be your friend. Yeah, I feel that. I still got a bunch of boxes in the garage I need to move, and I just haven't had the energy quite yet. But I know the feeling. We're finally here. I love the smell of sex. We go in now, Kiryu-san. You're supposed to go in alone. I'll just wait in the cafe until you're done. What? But I'm not sure how to use it. Please, Kiryu-san. You not need to be embarrassed. Just hold my hand. Hey, hold on. Oh, so amazing. Oh, they put that there? Does he have to be so loud? Thank you, Kiryu-san. I now understand how sexy Japanese movies are. I'm very satisfied. Well, I'm glad at least one of us came out happy. Next, take me to place with pretty men. I want girly men in makeup. You mean an Okama bar? I guess Earth Angel would fit the bill. Ah, angels, take me. We go now. All right, let's head to the Champion District. He's so knowledgeable, Kiryu-san. We go now. You know what? It's a dude who knows what he likes. Okay, but we cannot go straight in. We'll have to go south, be careful around the corner, up through the south entrance, around the east, and work our way around. That's not going to be easy. Condensing our file storage, which means having a clear room, I was working my Dandori skills and muscles. Oh god, doing double time. Olimar ain't got nothing on you. Also, while I was cleaning the apartment in preparation for having a working laptop, I unearthed my original DS from a drawer, which is A, 15 years old, and B, works flawlessly. I mean, to this day, that seems to be the most reliable thing about a Nintendo product, is that they keep trucking. I think the Wii was the most vulnerable to issues, but outside of that, like, I can still turn on most of our Nintendo consoles and they just boot up right away. This is pretty great. So I ordered a charger on the cheap, and in about a week, I guess I'm playing old Pokemon games forever. Hell yeah. I hope Switch Online starts adding some of the older Pokemon games. I know they don't have any reason to, but like, I'll take it without like porting Pokemon and everything. Like, I can just enjoy the games. Just give them to me. Just give them to me. Because I never played Gen 3.
Oh.
This is the same DS that was in my purse when I spilled a soda in there on a plane. Oh god. No way to actually deal with the problem because you were in midair. Ah, so this is glorious Angel of Earth. Hurdy, Kiryu-san, we go in now. You're so pretty, Midori-chan. This is like paradise for me. Oh, you flatterer, you. You're not so bad yourself, big boy. I could just eat you up. Nom nom nom. Oh? Someone's being a regular Mr. Mopey over here. Don't worry, there's plenty of me to go around. Give me a break. Nom nom! Oh, that's so good, Kiryu-san. Thank you. Glad you enjoyed yourself. Are you done yet? One more. I want ramen. Very thick ramen. You take me there? Sure. I know a great place on Senryo Avenue. Let's head over there. Kiryu-san, you're like God of Kamurocho. So many knowledge. I remember one time we were discussing how to approach accents like that because it can be so perilous. Oh god, this one's going to be nasty. I think we have to go north and just do a really winding passage. Oh god. Okay. And I think Malik suggested like a Wisconsin or like northern border kind of Hoosier accent. And I still really like that, and I'm still working on that. I have to watch a lot of Letterkenny. God, I'm also nearly finished with Final Fantasy 16. And I have some thoughts. I'm not going to share them right away, but I know that somewhere down the line I'm going to talk about it. Maybe in a just chatting. Maybe I can do reviews or something one of these days. Just plug it in, bounce around in the game, show it off, and just like be like, hey, do or don't. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, 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 no. Frick. Please just let me play them over and over. Yeah, I really want them in a place where I can just turn on my Switch and play. Put everything on the Switch. Well, I screwed that one up. Finally escape. Okay. Okay, so actually this might have worked out for us. We might have a slightly easier path. But it looks like if we get too close, the fans will move towards us. And it's gonna be painful. Looks like if I want to get through, I need to go south one more street. Yeah, because like, okay. Can I talk about Pokemon for just a second? Because, like, anytime I see discussion online about Pokemon, it's almost always inundated with people who take it really, really seriously and always treat every single game as a way of filling up their competitive team. Which, hey, that's not really what Pokemon is for me. And it's not really what Pokemon is for a lot of people. And I feel like a lot of people have kind of missed the message about Pokemon just sometimes being a self-contained thing that you can just play. Because I don't think I would ever play any Pokemon to be like, I want to fight people. Because PvP is never something I go for by nature, unless it's a game about PvP. Bailey heard the US cartoon scene. Yeah, they want to be the very best. And they will look up every single tier list and meta conversation and pick exactly the Pokemon that the best use to prove it. It's God. So I think the Pokemon Company is very much in that camp of like, okay, yeah, we want to make sure all Pokemon can be transferred out of every game, every version of every game, and ported in, so that like you can have access to every single one. And I'm just kind of sitting there like, no, I don't like that. I get it, I understand it, I don't like it. It's a fine little guy simulator with the lessons of exploring, trusting in others, making friends, and being a good sport and following your passions, and also picking berries. It's also about picking berries. Here we are. Ah, so this Japanese ramen shop. It's so dirty. I love dirt. We go in now. Large bowl, please. And please, keep your fingers out of soup. Oh, excuse me? How dare... wait, I recognize you. You're the illusion guy. Give me an autograph, I'll toss in some extra noodles for you. My name Il Eugene, and yes, I give autograph. He really is famous. Well, how was it? Tastes so good. Had a great time today, Kiryu-san. Here, this is a present for you. 300,000 yen. Oh no. I give you more, but I think girls took it when they grabbed me. Japanese fans, so annoying. I give up. Before I meet you, Japanese fans all over me, but because of you, Kiryu-san, I have fun. Thank you. If you come to Korea, I show you all the best places. Many sexy videos, many girly men. I might just take you up on that, though I think I'd rather stick to the traditional tourist spots. Well, goodbye, Kiryu-san. We must meet again. See you around, Il. Ah, there he is! It's Il-sama! They have matching outfits. Take me now, Il-sama! Marry me, Il-sama! I'll change my name for you! Let's get him! What? No, so strong! I'll hold him off, Phil. You get to a taxi. Kiryu-san, thank you! Goodbye. What do you think you're doing? Running! No, Il-sama's getting away! How's he gonna marry me now? Hey, this guy's not so bad himself. Maybe I found myself a new man. This is what fame is. I don't want it. Life as a star is tougher than I thought. It's about having a team made of the most precious little creatures, which can vary from lava slugs to kaiju to literal snakes, skunks, and koi fish. And sometimes they are literal garbage. I love that. I love a Pokemon that's just complete, actual, for real garbage. Or a chandelier. Or some keys. Like, I think for me, I know I don't always interact with games in quite the same way as a lot of others. Because I am very much like, I go into a game trying to figure out what it wants me to feel, right? And I think a lot of people go into things going like, I want this experience. I have these expectations, and I'm going to make my assessment based on whether or not it meets those expectations. And so, while a lot of more recent Pokemon games have had their issues, I see a lot of people complaining about things about those games where I'm kind of like, I don't, like, I get it. I get that you care about this, but that's not what I'm here for. And so, I don't really want to join in on that conversation. I would rather talk about, like, you know, what the new Pokemon designs are like, what the new characters are like, what the story might do. Because, like, Sword and Shield, I was a little disappointed by the story, but I love the characters, and Scarlet and Vermilion I was, like, really into. I haven't finished it yet. I kind of fell off it, but I really love the characters. I really love the new Pokemon. And the story is, like, cute as hell. So I keep treating them as very self-contained experiences that are just very much about me having this little pocket story with my little pocket friends and my little pocket fights with computer people. How can I forget my favorite Pokemon? Mound of Toxic Sludge, Mean Bird, and Orphaned Kangaroo Child. Those are the really good ones. Let's see. You have anything to say yet? Let's see. I want to just grab a whole bunch of buttons. Okay, you have anything to say yet? Oh, no. No? Nothing? I'm trying my best, buddy. Oh, right, and we have a fight to do. My favorite will always be Sword Duck, with Cursed Dog being a close second. Those are really good ones. I love Scarlet. The story actually gets better as you go, and I really enjoy that one of the main bat buddies you can have is just a guy who loves his dog, and who kind of sucks at battling but has other skills. Felt seen. They suck at battles. Yeah. Like, that one really did kind of hammer in the idea of, like, there are a lot of ways to enjoy Pokemon. You don't have to just compete. You can just enjoy Pokemon. Hey, buddy. Yeah, I'm talking to you, tough guy. You the one I hear is going apeshit around town these days? Rumor has it, no one can even land a single hit on you. Sound about right? And what if it does? Good, good. See, I've been getting restless at the gym, so I took my training to the streets. And you're my next sparring partner. So get ready to rumble. personally, really hope that Mr. and Mrs. Kaiju get their own super form someday. They deserve it. I should get back on that. I might go ahead and start over. Because, like, I think either the new expansion is out or a new update is out, or it's going to be. I haven't checked. I really should, because I do want to get good at that game. I just kind of... I think I had that experience of, like... There were ways I could really improve my experience that I was not doing. You're never too old, too cringe, too poor, too anything to enjoy Pokemon. Yeah. Like, it's just a good time. It's very reliable in that way. Or a new non-binary variant called Nido Regal or Nido Rain, because I deserve it. Yeah. No, you know what? Yeah. That's very good, actually. I love that. Street boss. Thing. I couldn't do a damn thing to you. Looks like this town found itself a new champion. Take this to commemorate your victory. Brass knuckles. Oh, steel knuckles, but, you know, whatever. If you outgrow it, that's fine, but it's not really Pokemon's fault that you decide you can only have fun one way, and also, everyone who enjoyed it differently is wrong. Yeah, it's, I don't know. I've just gotten... I go to GameFAQs a lot just to kind of see what people are talking about, because the way people on GameFAQs talk about games is, terrible. It's terrible. It's bad and it's awful. Especially when it comes to fighting games, but oh my god. Pokemon, Smash, Fire Emblem, Resident Evil, like pretty much if a game is released, they have something shitty to say about it. And the Pokemon boards are always very interesting because it's really hard to tell. Like, it's to the point of absurdity how much they, like, just trash anyone who enjoys anything about them, while also refusing to leave the forums. And I say this to somebody who refuses to leave the forums, but I also kind of like seeing people's strategies sometimes. I like seeing builds, I like seeing stuff like that, so it's like, could you please just let me have something here that's not vitriol. Just let's just talk about Pokemon. Which one do you like? Which one's your favorite, you know? Thank you for frequenting our Sorcerer. Hasn't been that often. I wasn't really keeping count. That's correct, sir. And remember how I said we even have an excess of Odin? If you ever need one out there, please, just ask. Come again soon, sir. You can tell I really like it because I make its fan space as miserable as possible. It's like one of the most effective forms of gatekeeping. Just be so utterly contemptible that nobody wants to be around you. Okay, so we got another little thing here. And I think this might be the last sub-story we do because it might be the last available sub-story outside of finally putting Kamaki down for a nap.
Oi.
Hey man, it's got something real special in stock. Wanna take a peek? Secret stage!
Oh?
What? Let me tell you, man. Not everybody gets an opportunity like this. Shit's so rare, I can't even keep it in stock. I admit I'm a little curious what he's selling. If you're selling something, just tell me what it is. You can drop the sales pitch. Take it easy, man. Easy. Oh, and I can't tell you. It's a secret. You won't regret buying it, though. Trust me. Or at least try to. Anyway, this thing will set you back a mere 30 grand. You win? You expect me to pay that much when I don't even know what I'm buying? I know. I know. You're thinking it's a scam and who knows what else, but Well, be cursing yourself if you passed it up. Alright, man, I'll slash the price just because I don't want you to miss out. How about 20 grand? Damn good deal, bro. Well, I feel like, you know, we gotta, but, oh boy. I don't... See, I don't really remember. Let's try buy the goods. Let's just go for it. Ooh. Sure, if you insist. Atta boy. You're making a damn good decision here. Let's see that 20K then. Next time then. Here you go. Now, about what you just bought. It's in a coin locker. That's something you carry around in the open, you know? Here's the key to the locker, and be discreet, yeah? Your treasure awaits on Taihei Boulevard. Go and claim it. Alright, so I think this might be long enough that apart from maybe a little tiny task later, we'll be done for the day. Now that you've said that, I want to make a GameFAQs forum account now. Oh no. Well, there's the first mistake. Second, I'm just gonna start a thread about which Pokemon is favorite. I like Butterfree because he has weird big feet and a cute little piggy nose. I mean, honestly, listen, I don't try to weaponize my, weaponize what little clout I have, but if I could encourage a whole bunch of people to just go to GameFAQs, make accounts, and just post the nicest and most, like most inoffensive posts, just like be a kids forum, you know what I mean? And just completely flood the place. And yeah, ignore everything that doesn't go into that. Anyone who brings up purely competitive qualities doesn't get a reply, but anyone who's like, Onyx is my giant rock son because of his weird top-heavy hood ornament. It's a paragraph of excited responses. Yeah. I want that to happen. I want to completely destroy GameFAQs with positivity. Videotape? The hell is so damn special about this that it's worth 20K? So I better watch out the video store. Fusion should be the closest one. Okay, so I think we just have to go around. Past these losers. Like, there are times, like, there's an interesting phenomenon going around with a lot of these kinds of forums where there is this, like, undercurrent of people who are like, y'all suck. And I'm here just to kind of ruin your day by countering your bullshit. And it doesn't really work because it feeds to trolls, but at the same time, you know, you're doing God's work. So, I don't know. Good news, I'm about to have a laptop and this dream can become a reality. Oh, God. Guess I should go watch the video I got from that guy. Not expecting much here. Welcome, sir. Are you looking to watch some videos? What's up to do for 1,000 yen? Let's see. Give me the collection. Can we crowdsource my forum name, chat? Honestly, I would say roll with... I was a fan of Muck before, but seeing the Alolan form was so cool because they incorporated the whole rainbow effect you get from oil slicks. It's so great. Murkrow-chan! Oh my god! Oh my god! Cat nailed it in one. Let's go with this one. This is from a hidden camera. The placement's kind of off, though. All it shows are people's feet and legs. Wait. Isn't that Cafe Alps? I should probably tell them about this. So let's go fix that problem. Let's destroy a peeper. His teeth are sulfur crystals. How baller is that? See, that's the kind of energy I like. That's the kind of energy we need. Aw. Invisible curtain wall. Like, honestly, I'm still just a fan of Chandelure, you know? Like, Chandelure is, like, nice and purplish blue and, like, has fire, and it's just, like, a really cool design. Like, you can't... There's not a hell of a lot that's better than that. And a really fun character in a Pokemon tournament. Very enjoyable. Love to watch that little guy do stuff. Chandelure is really good. I love the noise they make. Ooh, I don't know the noise they make. It's been a minute. That funky little design. It's like a weird little horror chord. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I'm into that. I need to get a Chandelure next time I play Pokemon. Let's do a Chandelure % run. Hey, can I talk to your manager for a sec? Of course, sir. Oh God, it's a Karen. Is there a problem, sir? Well, yes and no. What's wrong? I think your place is being taped with hidden cameras. What? Why would someone do that? I couldn't tell you, but I think the camera should be right down there. But all right, sir, let me just have a look. Oh, I just listened to that video and ooh, she is right. Oh, I love that. What the? There really is a camera here. Who would do such a thing? Do you have any ideas? Now that I think about it, one of our seasonal employees has been volunteering to clean the floors after hours. I told him he didn't need to do that, but he seemed so earnest. Maybe he was afraid you'd find a camera if you cleaned the floors yourself. But then, it's really him? Konishiku, come out front for a second. What? Yes, sir. What is it, sir? This gentleman just informed me about a camera that's apparently been taping our store. You know anything about this? Surely you would have caught this while you were cleaning the floor. No. Don't know a thing, sir. All right. I'll believe you. Why don't we see if there's a tape in the camera? Good idea. Oh. This writing on the label sure does resemble the writing of your orders, Konishi-kun. What a strange and funny coincidence. Nope. Definitely not mine. Konishi-kun, I didn't want to do this, but would you mind if we had a look through your bag? It wasn't me. Hey, where do you think you're going? Let's chase. All of the stems of the Chandelure are like curly iron octopus legs. Ooh. I also have Poplio. I kind of wish they kept with the clown theming because he's so adorable. My grandpa used to be a clown at family reunions. That's so good. I believe Poplio was my main in that particular generation. The nose! Yes! I ran towards Ebisu pawn shop. Here we go! You! Oh, they.
Boy.
Ain't nothing for you past here, buddy. Need something? Did you see a kid run past here? Look, we ain't the neighborhood watch. Why don't you just turn around? Yeah. Sorry, but this is the way I'm going. I'm trying to find someone. Oh, yeah? Oh, too bad. You don't get to go past us. So the kid's working for you. Shut it. Come on, let's beat his brains out. Yeah! God, I do love Poplio, but I also love, like, a clown theme. Because I got problems. And that's the healthiest way to let myself have that problem. Is with cute animals. Oh my god, dude. Okay, Ida needs to go. Die. Ah, but he doesn't have the stun gun anymore. Bomb. There we go. God, now I'm just kind of appreciating the fact that like all the stuff I could never get out of game facts is just here with me right now. I can bring it to my chat. Ugh, damn it.
Boy.
Your muscle's gone. It's time to tell the truth. I'm so sorry. I set the camera up. Those Yakuza thugs said they'd pay me big bucks if I got some upward shots of Cafe Alp's clientele. They knew how much debt I'd racked up, and it wasn't an offer I could refuse. Even then, I should have known I'd get caught eventually. That really messed things up for the Alps owner, huh? I'm so sorry. And the tapes? Where are they? Right. Here, take them. I don't want any part of this anymore. You received the Cafe Alps tapes. The kid really was the culprit here. I can't thank you enough, sir. By the way, I heard Konisha-kun turned himself in. I always thought he was a diligent and sharp kid. To say this is shocking would be an understatement. He wasn't all bad, though. The only thing on his mind when he gave me the tapes was how much he hurt you. Really? Well, that's a relief. Anyway, here. Allow me to thank you. 200,000 yen! You did a great service to my store today, sir. I'll never forget this. And that's Secret Stash completed. And also, that's it for today. We did it. So, let's see. I think, oh god, Litten, and every time a quadrupedal starter Pokemon stands up in its final form, I grow more powerful. Considering he's such a boss, he's like a tiger mask. And the way he secretly treasures it, but puts on an uncaring exterior when kids climb up on him and cheer for him. Friend, why would they make him stand up? It's for Crow! And Crow specifically. I personally don't mind when they do the whole, like quadruped to biped. I think that's perfectly fine. Like, I think it's fun. But, you know, whatever. But, hey, while I'm still going to be talking about this with y'all, hey, we're done for the day. So we're going to wrap it up. I want to thank everybody for coming. I've been Robin at Energy Jack without a C and will continue to be so for the foreseeable future. For those of you in the chat, stick around. I have a channel that might be interesting to go raid, where they are playing Monster World 4, a good old retro game, and the ping tuber that they have is really adorable. So, I don't know, maybe that'll be fun. Anyway, if you want to support the channel, follow and subscribe. For exclusive emotes, click the notification bell to know when we go live. I'm going to try and do more hanging out streams before streams so that we can just kind of sit and chill and talk about plans and maybe talk about like how the future of the channel is going to go and maybe even pick out some games for the future. Yeah, VOD is available for 60 days after initial airing, and after that they are available at youtube.com/@anderjack. Thank you all for coming, everybody. Get hydrated, get vaccinated, get masked up. Be good, be safe, be awesome, be gone. Bye, everybody.